We all know how important nature is to our daily life. But do you know how important the ocean is to our daily life, and especially our coral reefs, which have been one of the most damaged parts of the ocean due to things such as global warming and pollution? It is responsible for keeping our marine life clean and healthy, the marine life that feeds our economy and the fish that you eat, and yet it is slowly dying. A article in 2016 written by Aurora has stated that coral reefs can be knocked down 70% by the year 2050. And the importance of coral reefs and what you can do to help. The coral reefs, some of the most underappreciated parts of the ocean, are dying inch by inch every day. The area where we get a majority of our planet's oxygen and a massive amount of the food is dying before our eyes and is being overlooked. We, as members of this planet, need to do better, but we need to help what is helping us. Our individual impact may not save them alone, but as a whole, we can save our coral reefs. What the EPA has stated that is killing our coral reefs is overfishing, which can alter food and structure and cause cascading events such as reducing the numbers of grazing fish, as stated by the EPA in 2025. And the improper disposal of plastics and degraded materials, such as beads and bars of soap, can be consumed by coral, fish, and sea turtles and other reef animals, blocking digestive tracts and introducing toxins, once again stated by the EPA in 2025. And chemicals from simple things such as sunscreen. We need to stop this not tomorrow, not in a year, but now. And for the thousands of other pressing issues with the environment, it is understandable that we don't see our coral reefs as we do as our trees, but we do feel them. The very oxygen made up by our coral reefs that you breathe, the fish tacos that you can have, are individual impacts that we are feeling day by day that can be lost, and its own home is dying. We as a race need to cut down on our use of microplastics. And instead of letting our rainwater be diluted in sewage systems and runoff, causing sedimentation, many things that we can do is having rainwater barrels that we can use for our gardens. Sedimentation has been identified as a primary stressor for coral reefs and their habitats. If they are deposed on reefs, it can interfere with their ability to feed and grow and reproduce, once again stated by the EPA in an article in 2025. The sunscreen that you wear can be stopped. A little bit of chemical in it. Simply wearing a long sleeve shirt can be a massive help. It is preventing harmful chemicals from mixing in to the ocean. The chemicals used in most combat sunburns are now harmful to corals, even the small amount that washes off a skin, as stated by Ocean Team in 2025. Next, when you go to the store or even to your work, take a moment and think, could I carpool? Reducing car emissions will help save the reef by reducing the air pollution in our air. We are running out of time, and we need to save nature before she can no longer save us. As stated by the UN Environmental Agency, coral reefs are catalysts. If they were to fall, they would be the first line of defense against a triple nexus of pollution: waste and global warming. They are a victim that needs to be saved. They create millions of jobs around the world by sustaining the life in the ocean. They make only 25% of the ocean and yet are responsible for almost all of it. Paired alongside the amount of revenue that fishing brings in, coral reefs are needed. The UN has estimated that $2.7 trillion has been brought in by corals. Those are jobs that are being made, industries being filled. The loss in this would be instrumental. The UN is doing its very best by limiting fishing and checking on disposal of waste. It is paired alongside companies' efforts with billion-dollar companies misusing our precious ocean. One of the most important parts of a coral, according to the Smithsonian, is that it provides a home to fish and shellfish. These reef creatures defend the reef with their very lives, fighting so that they can have a home against thousands of predators, giving a chance to actually survive in a harsh marine environment. During COVID, the environment had a spike in healing due to a much smaller amount of people going out and about during it. Corals have been shown to be healing during this, due to a small number of people stepping on or having toxic chemicals from sunscreen, which are known to carry oxybenzone, clearing the water to in which coral are now able to use sunlight rapidly, directly. COVID-19 has stated as a time of healing for coral reefs, as stated in a report from Hawaii's coral reefs by Aurora 2019. While rising sea levels, there will be a high amount of storms being created, which will destroy thousands of shallow coral reefs, losing up to 40% of documented coral. Cold water stress found between the 10 to 15 meter depth has been recorded in an excavation dating as far back as 1970 by Rader and Rendell. The implications of coral reefs dying. Many animals would have to migrate to warmer water, temperatures dooming many jobs and citizens that will destroy economies. Marine species are already redistributing towards higher latitudes, and it has the potential to reorganize entire ecosystems, including commercial fish stock, as quoted by Polinska in 2016. Now, I understand many would not care. It doesn't affect many people in their day-to-day life. Coral reefs are responsible for the fish and shellfish market. If they were to die, an entire part of our economy would die, dooming thousands of families to even worse times due to the inflation it would cause. As stated as Aurora in 2016, 60% of their GDP earnings reported from 1995, a fifth of it. And there are bigger problems to handle in the ocean. Whilst I understand that there are many massive problems in the ocean affecting us now and in the future, this is one problem that will not only affect mankind, but also the future of the planet. We have many problems on this planet. We need to focus on ones bit by bit. I understand it's expensive to look at other ways to get it work and pair it alongside the time it may take, but it must be given a chance. The references used in this article has been the ocean in 2025, the EPA statement in 2025 as well, coral reefs by the UN Environment Program, and Polinska in 2017 as coral reefs ecosystems, and Lincoln Sononia, climate change impacts on the coral reefs. Thank you.